everybody.
All right, Larry, thank you. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their 6'5 quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So 2nd and 10 here. From the gun, it's Wentz. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Wentz going to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start. Yeah,
I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3 quarterback. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Second down, here's an option right. Room here to run. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
From midfield, here's Wentz. And he's got it. Got his man on the in route. Complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up 2nd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Wentz. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Completes it to the rookie from North Carolina, Ryan Switzer. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The numbers for him from a week ago, And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week. Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just have an on-break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Fletcher Cox is a Pro Bowl, all-pro talent at defensive tackle. And even though he didn't have his best year in 2016, still warranted double and triple teams from opposing offenses. If he's singled up, he usually finds his way into the opposing backfield to wreak a little bit of havoc.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Wentz to throw on second down. Incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. And to give this time to the tailback. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a second straight play right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And this is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
So we're through a quarter here on Thanksgiving Day. 0-0 our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. To throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Frazier. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This one away by the punter, Dar. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
All right, here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. To throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Now they try the right side here. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Eagles on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? Because it felt like everybody was all over that play, and the defense won that battle.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on for the 5th time here today. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. In just 2 minutes' time, don't forget we'll get you to Orlando for our halftime report. To bring it to you, who else but Larry Ridley?
Now that man knows his football. Go get him, Larry.
Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was going for the age. I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Down, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock.
Here we go now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Wentz, and his pass incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Eagles on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Frazier. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Wentz now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now Wentz. And he's going to go down again. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. Cowboys Cowboys have it on 2nd and 5. Devlin's able to get open here, and he'll make it out to the 34-yard line. Cowboys line up at the 3. The catch is made after a quick pass, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 7. Cowboys with the ball midway through the 2nd. Under pressure here, and the ball is picked off. Bishop's reading the play and comes away with it, ending the drive.
Okay, Larry, back here, 7-0 our score as we ready ourselves for this second half. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. That one goes for 24 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Hurry up, here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got room. And he slides to avoid the hit. The offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure that just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. So it's a wobbler here. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Play action. Now Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing is Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Wentz now to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw, it's Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7, It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. On play action, Wentz. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here's Matt Darr now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Now that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football.
Let's go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball in the option, but not there. I mean, you just saw exactly why many old NFL coaches would say, don't use your quarterback in the running game.
And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. From the left hash, this from 39. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. The Eagles on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way. Come the Cowboys. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play. Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down. And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they? So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right? It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, now he bowls him, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Cowboys will extend their lead. And there he had to break multiple tackles to earn that touchdown. Bottom line, he earned that touchdown.
Indeed he did. That was pretty much a get-off-of-me run and all the way into the end zone.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Gets past one man, and he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. It's Frazier. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first down, Wentz looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Frazier. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. From the gun, it's Wentz. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Wentz to throw again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So the sack on first down there by the defense, and now it's second down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. In the red zone this time. Wentz now on first down. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, here's Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz going to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll start out here with the option left. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And now look at him go. And they do finally get him at the 12. A Big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
That one looks like he'll throw here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And out and out come the Eagles. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to let it fly. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for Dallas, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the Washington Redskins. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.